This is 5 on your side at 10.
You're not supposed to bury your own child, but let alone to have to bury your grandbaby. It's hard.
Tonight, a story you'll see only on 5 on your side. A grieving grandmother breaking her silence as she mourns the loss of her loved ones killed in a tragic home explosion. Thank you for joining us. I'm Brent Solomon. 3 people died in last week's home explosion in southeastern Missouri, but the effects are being felt here in the bi-state. Tonight, our Elise Schoenig is the only reporter speaking with a local woman who lost 2 of her loved ones.
I feel like my heart's been torn out of my chest.
It started as a 2-year-old's birthday celebration for a family in Wyatt, Missouri. It became the moment that didn't just change their lives, but took a part of it forever.
I feel like this is a nightmare that I need to wake up from.
Carla Piles' 22-year-old daughter Miranda and 3-year-old granddaughter Kamina lived in that house.
That was my little girl.
She says she knew something was wrong that morning.
Me and Miranda talk every morning, and I video chat with the kids every morning, and I didn't get that call that morning.
Piles says her daughter's boyfriend Corey got up that morning to make breakfast. She says he lit the stove and the house blew. She says that explosion sent her daughter flying out of the house and burned Corey's body completely, killing both of them and their daughter.
I miss her. We started talks even just to hear her voice. Their voice, both of them, all 3 of them.
Despite the hole in her heart, Piles says there's one thing she keeps repeating to herself.
God needs them worse than we do down here.
And above all else, knowing that Miranda and Corey risked their own lives to save the children in the house to their very last breaths.
Corey walked over, told her he loved her, and then she passed out. As soon as they put Corey into the ambulance, he passed away. I love you, baby girl.
Reporting in Belleville.
You're not supposed to bury your own child, but let alone to have to bury your grandbaby.
I'm Elise Schoenig.
It's hard.
5 on your side.
9 other people had serious or critical burn injuries, including a 6-month-old. A GoFundMe has been set up to help the family buy clothes and to pay for funeral costs. You can find ways to help on KSDK.com. Today, 2 former St. Louis aldermen pled guilty in court on federal corruption charges. Both former Board of Aldermen President Lewis Reed and Jeffrey Boyd admitted they took cash bribes in exchange for supporting property tax abatements. Earlier this week, former Alderman John Collins Muhammad pled guilty to similar charges. 5 on your side political analyst Anita Mannion says this could impact St. Louis politics for years to come.
Seeing these allegations and some of the negotiations that our lawmakers made for tax dollars in exchange for their own personal gain could really jade voters. I hope that's not true. I hope that people see it the other way, that folks got caught in their wrongdoing, and that's how, government is supposed to work.
All 3 aldermen could face multiple years in federal prison. Sentencing is scheduled for December 6th. Developing tonight, a veteran St. Louis County Police lieutenant is charged with double dipping. Jonathan Cunningham is accused of stealing $2,400 by working for a security firm contracted with Spire while he was supposed to be on duty with the county. Prosecutors say he worked for Hudson Services 11 different times between June 1st and August 9th. County police launched an internal investigation earlier this month and determined that additional work was not approved. Cunningham is suspended without pay. New reaction tonight after the Republican nominee for St. Louis County Executive steps out of the race. Today we learned Catherine Penner dropped out last night without saying why publicly. She upset Representative Shamed Dogan in the primary to challenge Sam Page in the November election. Tonight, Representative Dogan tells 5 on your side, quote, I hope the GOP can rally around and nominate a strong candidate to take on Page. He goes on to say whether that candidate is me or someone else, I can't say right now. A judge has to now sign off to remove Penner's name from the ballot. Once that happens, the Republican Party needs to pick a new candidate by the end of September. In just 2 days, books with sexually explicit images from school libraries will be outlawed in Missouri. The law that goes into effect Sunday makes it a Class A misdemeanor to provide visually explicit sexual material to a student. Now, that is with the exception of works of art or science courses. Violators could face up to a year in jail and a $2,000 fine. The law would affect both public and private schools. 1 month after historic rainfall hit our area, thousands are still dealing with damage left from flash flooding. New tonight, Robert Townsend shows us how a Metro East couple is helping those struggling to recover.
For the past 2 weeks, Devin and Alicia Cotton have been on the go for a good cause.
I will do like lawn service, pressure washing, gutters, everything outside, maintenance, and then also inside.
Just to see him helping other people, it makes me want to help him.
3 years ago, Devin started his mobile handyman service business called DC's Home and Improvement.
This room, it could be done in about like less than a week.
Most recently, the young couple has driven around in their van with lots of supplies in tow, helping homeowners hit hard by floodwaters last month.
We're doing the best we can to help the community and actually see the smiles on their face.
The Cottons say they have helped people with flood-ravaged roofs, sidings, and more at low cost.
And I see all of the damage that's happened in East St. Louis. I'm just like, wow.
And in some cases where homeowners didn't have flood insurance, the couple did the work for free with the help of professional contractors.
Oh, that's gone, as you can see.
Yes, it's just crazy.
Currently, the kind-hearted couple is replacing the drywall in several floors inside Marcus Harris Pride's home in East St. Louis. Knee-high floodwater turned his front yard and street into a lake and seeped inside his home.
So I really appreciate Mr. Devin and his wife and what they're doing for this community.
So far, the Cottons have assisted a half-dozen flood victims here in East St. Louis. The Belleville couple says their good deed is just getting started.
I love it.
Robert Townsend,
It's the gift that keeps on going.
5 on your side.
Today, a new disaster recovery center opened at University City Commons. FEMA recovery specialists partnering with the U.S. Small Business Association to provide one-on-one help for families who need to get back on their feet.
We offer business loans up to $2 million to repair, replace disaster damaged real estate, machinery, inventory, equipment. But the most important thing I always want to emphasize for University City or anyone in the St. Louis County or independent city of St. Louis is the need for working capital. That's money that can keep that business sustained during this recovery period.
The Recovery Center is open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. And there are many other flood resources available. Just text the word HELP to 314-425-5355 and we'll send them to you. Today marks a year since the attack at the Kabul airport in Afghanistan. 13 U.S. service members were killed, including Marine Lance Corporal Jared Schmitz from Wentzville. 2 suicide bombers targeted the airport as people tried fleeing from the Taliban. Tomorrow, the St. Charles County Veterans Museum will dedicate a memorial for all 13 of those fallen service members.
And currently over St. Charles, it is 73 degrees. Downtown St. Louis, still about 79. It's mainly clear. It's a really nice night. We'll talk about our weekend forecast and the rain chances coming up.
Well, we want you to join us on Labor Day weekend for the MDA Show of Strength Telethon. We'll be live from Grant's Farm. That's Sunday, September 4th from 8 until 10 p.m. You can watch it live on 5 on Your Side, on KSDK.com, or on 5 Plus through your Roku or Fire TV. All of the money raised during that telethon goes to those fighting neuromuscular diseases right here in our area. Tomorrow, the new Jack C. Taylor Visitor Center at the Missouri Botanical Garden will finally open to the public. To celebrate the grand opening, the garden will offer free admission all weekend. Visitors can also enjoy live music, storytelling, and refreshments. That grand opening ceremony begins at 10 in the morning. Let's go ahead and get a look at your weather forecast. Meteorologist Jim Castillo has been tracking that forecast all evening long. Hey there, Jim.
Hey there, guess what? So I had the time lapse of the Missouri Botanical Gardens and wanted to show you that. And as the sun set tonight, Brent, just a beautiful shot there. No rain, no thunderstorms like we had last night. And of course, the beautiful lights that they have at night shining brightly. So the high today was about 89, so a little bit above average, and you could really feel that humidity coming back into the picture. So no rain today, 79 right now. It is sticky, humidity 66%, dew point 67, and that easterly wind as the area of low pressure and really that front kind of sagged just to the south of us. So our southern counties had some shower and thunderstorm activity, but now we are just clearing up everywhere. 70 in St. Louis again tonight. Last night's low about 71. Outside of the city in the 60s. And of course, just checking out the thunderstorm activity that we had earlier, Phelps County, Reynolds County, that has cleared. And that's why we're going to see that really nice night tonight. Now tomorrow, an outside chance of a spot shower or storm south and west of St. Louis. Otherwise, a great swim forecast. Good pool day. Highs around 90 and the heat indices as high as 95. So really nice pool weather out there. There's that front that's staying with us, comes back at us as a warm front on Sunday. So that forecast looks like low 90s for Sunday after tomorrow being close to 90. And that chance of a storm late in the day is definitely with us, but a better chance or more likely for rain and thunder will be on Monday. And we could have over an inch of rain in some cases. And here is that humidity day by day. It goes up quite a bit on Monday. But look what happens as we get into next week. We get drier and cooler. In fact, you'll see in that 10-day forecast coming up that the overnight lows will be in the upper 50s and low 60s by the middle to end of next week. It's pleasant tonight, about 70 in St. Louis, and of course, light wind. Then for tomorrow, about 90 for that high. Sun, some clouds, and then an isolated shower or storm south and west of St. Louis. Otherwise, most areas dry. 10-day forecast showing low 90s Sunday, then 89 Monday. Good chance of that rain and thunder. Keep the umbrellas handy. Tuesday, 88, and a morning shower, and then we clear up. So then it's very sunny Wednesday. Dry air really comes in here, 86, and then it's dry for Thursday. Look at this, Brent. Low 80s and upper 50s and low 60s.
And pool weather tomorrow, as we said on Facebook.
Yeah, a good day for it.
All right, Jim. Thank you. Well, that's all of our time for 5 on your side at 10, but Ahmad and Corey are here with 5 on your sideline.